hell has he been? Ethan, where the hell have you been?
I've been researching Bigfoot for the past 6 months, and actually, I've come to a big scientific conclusion.
You can't tell me you believe in all this junk.
I don't just believe in it, I know that he's real, and actually, there's one near our house. And you're gonna come help me find one.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, well, you don't have a choice, this is my video. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or sometimes even known as Gigantopithecus. We all know him, and we all love him, but does anyone actually know where this urban legend began? I mean, he's such a big pop culture icon. This big boy's been featured in TV shows, movies, and even Fortnite. Well, join me today, and we'll take a look at the history and beliefs of the Sasquatch, and maybe, by the end of this video, we can even catch ourselves one.
Bruh.
Before we begin, here's a little crash course for those of you who don't know what a Bigfoot is. A Bigfoot is described to be a 6 to 9 foot tall ape-like creature. It has dark brown or black fur, and it got its name from its impressively large footprint, which is described to be 24 inches tall and 8 inches wide. Now that's a big foot. In the early 13th century, a Native American by the name of Fugma Non-Indian became the first ever person to sight and survive a Bigfoot encounter. In a journal which was discovered after the Yamasee War of 1715, she wrote, "Big ape man, very scary, scary not good, very hairy Bigfoot." A truly chilling description of the beast. Now, sadly, this was the last time a human would ever sight a Bigfoot. Until the Great Bigfoot Uprising of 1659. In 1659, British colonists by the name of John T. and Scallywank discovered the ancient tomb of Bigfootius, which was an old burial ground made by the Sasquatch. While exploring the tomb, John discovered the grave of the King Bigfoot, and because he was basically an American, he couldn't just leave it alone, and had to mess with it. And, you know, it sorta kinda opened up a portal to the Bigfoot dimension and released all the Bigfoot onto Earth. Now you may be thinking to yourself, things can't get much worse, right? Wrong, because think about it, anytime there's a huge amount of one living species on Earth, us humans have the natural instinct to drive that species almost into extinction. And that cued the Bigfoot purge of 1669. In 1669, Americans did what they did best. Kill. So for the next 13 years, they would hunt and slaughter every Bigfoot they would encounter. Everyone was doing it. Men, women, boys, girls, adults, children, predators, dogs, cats, and even furries. It was a national pastime. The most notable Bigfoot hunter was a man by the name of Jotun Joestar. He had an amazing KD of 112 to 1. He did unfortunately pass away in a high-speed boat accident, which did end up signaling the end of the Bigfoot purge. The remaining Bigfoot would end up retreating into the forest not to be seen for 270 years.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Ow.
In the Second World War, the Nazis were trying anything they could to get an upper hand in the war, which is also coincidentally when a Bigfoot washed up on the beaches of Germany. Hitler had it immediately detained and experimented on, and on June 6, 1944, the Nazis would end up making their most devastating machine ever. Mecha Bigfoot. Mecha Bigfoot was the ultimate war machine. It was equipped with 16 machine guns, laser eyes, and cannons that could shoot mini nukes. But there was one design flaw that the Germans overlooked. It was really, really stupid, which meant it really didn't do much. But boy, was it ever scary. Now, while it spent most of its days doing nothing and making TikToks, it did do something one day. It shot 2 nuclear missiles which would end up hitting Nagasaki and Hiroshima. This was a slight miscalculation as it was actually aiming for Canada and the United States. Sadly, it would go to sleep this day, never to wake up again. Now that we're all caught up to speed, I think it's about time we go and try and find ourselves a Bigfoot. On the phone with me right now, I have 3 Bigfoot experts who are going to help me locate, track, and capture the Bigfoot. Come on, let's go see what they have to say. So, as you know, I'm on an adventure to try and capture a Bigfoot. Any advice?
Well, first you've got to find the Bigfoot. And a good way to do this would be to venture into the forest at night and look for the signs of a Bigfoot.
And what would some of these signs be?
One big indicator of a Sasquatch is, of course, their big foot. So be on the lookout for tracks. They look like normal humans' footprints, but bigger. Another sign is if wild foods such as fruits and berries have been eaten. The Bigfoot love their fruits. And finally, you can try mimicking their call to see if you can get a response.
Before we begin, we actually have to look to see if there is a Bigfoot in the forest. Come on, let's go see if we can find anything. Well, gee willikers, is that a Sasquatch footprint? Here, come check this out. This is actually the remains of an old Bigfoot house, which means there was a Sasquatch living here at one point. You see this? These are leaves that the Bigfoot was eating. Just to make sure. So it's definitely Bigfoot. That's definitely a sign of a Bigfoot. Hello? Are you there?
Try to find the Bigfoot.
Yeah, you see, the problem is I know there's a Bigfoot around me. I just know it, but I don't know how to get out of hiding. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, what you could do is you could learn the Bigfoot language to communicate with it, but that took me way too long.
About how long would you say?
I would say about 3 marriages.
Yeah, I don't have that type of time.
Well, what you could do is place a camera down and put some food in front of it. That should take it out of hiding.
Oh, okay. I'll try that. Thank you. So, the first step is to lay down food to attract the Bigfoot. So, here, we're gonna lay down our trap. So with me, I brought a hamburger, ramen noodles, a jar of elastic pickles, and some beer. And now, we set up the camera so we can catch the Bigfoot eating our yummy, yummy snacks. So after months of research and consulting engineers, I finally came up with a foolproof plan to capture Bigfoot. It is designed so that way there, when the Bigfoot enters to eat his snacks, it will... Bigfoot captured. Oh, hell yeah, food! God damn it. In case the other trap doesn't work, I prepared a backup. This one, when Bigfoot steps into the loop, it will extend and pull him up into the tree, capturing him. So it's the next day, and as we can see, the Bigfoot did come and eat some of our snacks. Let's check the camera footage. I need your help to finally catch Bigfoot and prove to the world that he's not just a myth.
You want to catch a Bigfoot? Well, there's a couple of ways you could go about catching one. First off, you could try setting up a cage with food to lure him in, and then quickly close it when he's inside. Now, another thing you can do, once you spot him, you could shoot him with a tranquilizer dart and wait till he passes out. Or lastly, you could go down the dark route. Try and kill the thing, wrestle him, but I wouldn't suggest that.
So, we were able to locate the Bigfoot, and we were able to capture it, but sadly, it escaped. So, we're gonna have to resort to deadlier methods.
してやったぞ。ポルナレフはどこぞに潜んでいるな。はあ、どうでもいいがな。次は丈太郎。貴様だ。やろう。ディオ。ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。せっかく祖父のジョセフが私のザワールドの正体を試験終了チャイム直前まで問題を解いている受験生のような必死こいた気分で教えてくれたというのに。
近づかなきゃてめえをぶちのめせないんでな。
ほほう、では十分近づくがよい。
やれやれだぜ。
I'm not a typical parent. I went looking for Bigfoot. Okay? How many kids could say their dad went looking for Bigfoot? That was one of the dumbest things I've ever done, but I learned a lot. I was doing this sci-fi show called Joe Rogan Questions Everything, and part of it was we would go looking for shit that's not real. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
I just don't know. I can't let you go. You must be found. I'll scope you out and I'll track you down. And if I lose control, you gotta let me know. We're incompatible. I'm chasing fictional animals.
Hey, my name is Jeff and I have clinical depression. But trying to track you down's become my personal obsession. I've been checking all my trail cams, hoping I can find you. They say you don't exist, but I can't picture life without you, so I left them all behind. And it's making me nervous, but the thought of finding you is giving life a new purpose. They say you don't exist, but I don't believe them, cause statistically speaking, you're the only thing I'm dreaming of.
I just don't know. I can't let you go. You must be found. I'll scope you out and I'll track you down. And if I lose control, you gotta let me know. We're incompatible. I'm chasing fictional animals.
Fairly serious about the endeavor. But a couple days in, we were looking at each other like, I don't know about this. Yeah.